Did you guys watch the unveiling of the statue of Martin Luther King in Boston? Well, it was finished before Martin Luther King Day, which is tomorrow. You know, one of the left's favorite holiday because it hits all the talking points. Black people are victims, whites are horrible people, we need reparations, raise this, raise that, you know, all that crap. Anyways, spoiler alert, it was a horrible statue. Let me show you guys the video.
Celebrating Boston's newest monument, the city unveiled The Embrace, a sculpture on Boston Common and a tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King. The couple met here in Boston. WBZ's Paul Burton is on Boston Common with today's memorable ceremony.
Those hands. It's just a remarkable statement of mutual love and solidarity.
It was a historic and monumental day in Boston as a long-awaited Embrace statue of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King was unveiled, and the family of Dr. King stood in amazement.
Well, of course, they have to pretend that they stood in amazement. It's an ugly statue. Pretty sure they were amazed that it was hideous, but they had to pretend that it's beautiful, it's artistic, or whatever, because it's always that's what the left is doing right now. They have to pretend. They're trying to make us pretend everything. They want their backwards ideology, ideas, to be policy, to be implemented in life in order to control us. We gotta pretend that horrible statue is beautiful. We gotta pretend that when a man says he's a woman, then he's a woman. No, he's not. We gotta pretend that we're having fair elections. You know, all that crap is all part of their controlling agenda against us. But by the way, how much did this cost? I mean, for something so horrible, it was probably not that high on the price, right? Let's take a look.
And the nonprofit Embrace Boston raised $8 million to create the sculpture and an additional $2.5 million to preserve it. Organizers say people will come from all over the world to view this sculpture and take it all in.
And vomit. Because that is a horrible statue. It looks like that statue looks like somebody is putting his head up his ass. That's what that statue looks like. Horrible statue. But again, it's part of the war on beauty. I mean, because it's part of the war on everything that is normal. I have a video here from Paul Joseph Watson from 6 years ago or more, and he said he hits the right talking points. He says the right things here. I mean, he talks about modern art. This is 6 years ago, so I agree 100%. Let's listen to what he says at the beginning of this video.
An empty room with a light switching on and off. A blue canvas with a white line down the middle. A urinal. People running around in a circle with their fingers up each other's butts. This masterpiece. An unmade bed. Yoko Ono screaming like a demented bitch.
Yeah, all of that is art. All of that is beautiful. All of that is artistic. No, it's not. I mean, we gotta start being objective, guys. I mean, screw this artist subjective crap, because this is how, by pretending that their crap is beautiful, by pretending, that's how we get into the mess that we are today. Again, fair elections. Carrie Lake totally lost. She totally lost against somebody who's an idiot. So, yeah. Sorry. The thing is that I like to draw. I even have my comic book. It's gonna be in the description down below, by the way. And I always put effort when I draw. I like to be. I do have like an artistic mind. Even when I work out, I try to, I work out to have abs, chest, definition. And I see crap like this, I'm supposed to think, yeah, it's all nice, it's all beautiful. Yeah, morbidly obese people, that's totally normal. That's totally normal. They're also beautiful. Fat is beautiful too. It's just like people who hit the gym. No, it's not. No, it's not. Backward stuff, ugly stuff is not the same as normal stuff, as beautiful stuff. It's just not the same. But again, this is how they want to control us, by making us pretend. If we see a billboard that has a bikini model, very beautiful, very gorgeous, before we were supposed to think, wow, that's hot. Now we see a billboard with a fat dude in a bikini, for Calvin Klein. We're supposed to think, yeah, that's also beautiful. No, it's not. Get the hell out of here. It's all part of the brainwashing method that the left wants to, the left is implementing against us. And again, this is why we should stop pretending. Look at how crazy this is. Look at this dude right here. This is the new owner of Miss Universe, a man pretending to be a woman. Let's just hear what this person says.
The Miss Universe organization from now on is going to be ran by women, owned by trans women, for all women. For all women really around the world to celebrate the power of feminism. The Miss Universe.
And as I tweeted, women clapping for their own erasure. Pathetic. Leftist equals brain AIDS. That's where it is. I mean, and again, it's part of the war, or it's part of the war on things that make sense. It's a way to enslave people. It's a method. It's a strategy to enslave people. In this case, enslave, woman to the left ideology of perversion, of sickness, of mental illness, of chaos. But by the way, the memes on that piece of art of Martin Luther King's statue are hilarious. As you guys can see here, this is from the Twitter account Dumbass Photoshop. If Hunter Biden created a sculpture rather than a painting. Yeah. Then we have here a meme of Kamala Harris being all happy for that piece of art. I mean, you guys know what? I mean, you guys know why? She's not called Kamala Heels Up Harris for no reason. But I gotta say another thing, about this, about the war on beauty from the left, that is coming from the left. This video right here, it was impossible for me to find. I tweeted this video, but it was impossible for me to find it. I was trying to look it on YouTube, on Google. I had to look it on Twitter and finally found the video from this account, from this account. But man, but why? Why is that? Why is that? Well, you see why. You see why it's hard to find this video. As you guys saw, kids, innocent kids, and and many times kids make more sense than adults, more common sense. You saw kids telling the first lady, Melania Trump, a beautiful woman, telling her that she looked like an angel. Because it's true, she's beautiful. Now, as you guys saw, the kids are also black, so can't have this video, can't have it, needs to be censored, it needs to disappear. All part of the war on beauty that is coming from the left, all part of the war on common sense, all part of their strategy of making all of us pretend. That way, when they make the economy go horrible, we gotta pretend that it's good. When the gas price, when the price of eggs goes way up, no, we gotta pretend that it's totally normal, we can still pay for that. When gas prices go all the way up and then goes down a little bit, we're supposed to pretend, well, this is okay now. Biden being way too much into kids. Oh no, that's just Joe. He's just being himself. He's all right. It's all pretend, and it's part of their way, of the leftist way of controlling us, and we shouldn't have that anymore. I mean, we shouldn't play into their game. This video is about, guys, let's not pretend, let's not play into their games ever. When the leftists say that something is beautiful, awesome, great, your antenna should go up. Your alarm antenna should go up. Anyway, guys, before I leave, I wanted to show you just a little bit more of of the war on beauty that the left is having. This tweet is perfect. This is from End Wokeness. Statues of our founding fathers were torn down and replaced with this. I would say with this crap. This piece of art that looks like a guy has a head up his own butt. I don't know what this is. Yeah, again, totally right. Statues of our founding fathers, the founders of America, were torn down for crap. And then remember Scooby-Doo? No, we have this crap right here. Velma. There's like it's a adult-oriented comedy. I saw a little bit. It's a typical leftist comedy of sarcasm that is not funny at all, but we're supposed to pretend that it's funny. You know, like when you watch a show, the Colbert Show or Jimmy Kimmel, you're supposed to pretend that those are funny dudes. It's the same thing. Of course, they race swapped Mindy. I was gonna say Mindy Kaling. They race swapped Velma. Mindy Kaling is the one making this show. She's also a very ugly actress that I believe we're supposed to think that she's beautiful. Ugh. We're supposed to believe that Michelle Obama was beautiful. We're supposed to believe that she deserved all those covers in what, like 40 magazines, but Melania Trump didn't deserve not even one cover. Again, it's all pretend. It's part of their strategy to control us. By the way, the good thing about this horrible show is that people do know what's going on. A lot of people do know what's going on. You see, the like ratio is it's probably right now. This moment is higher, and I know it's higher because the like ratio is says here 9.4 thousand. I believe it's 13,000 maybe, but the dislike ratio, it says here 257,000. I believe it now has hit like more than 300,000. Just something that I want you guys to know, because just a little thing that I want you guys to know, because people are not buying it, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. When they push for crap like this, pretending that men can be women, and that Michelle Obama is totally not a dude, and the economy is great, and we're having fair elections. we're supposed to say, we have to say, no, none of that is true. None of that makes sense. You're telling me that there's no more, that the borders are controlled. BS, they're not. So again, let's not let them make us play their game, because their game is about controlling us. It's not a game for them. They're seriously into making us their slaves. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it. If you guys like this video, please give it a like. If you want to support my channel, make it grow, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to support me in any other way, please check out my comic book. It's not ugly, it's beautiful, and I'm not being subjective there. I'm being objective. I'm very proud of this comic book. It's a pro-President Trump comic book, the real president. Check it out. Everything is gonna be in the descriptions down below. Thank you very much for watching again. Appreciate it, and God bless.